In the Karakum desert of Turkmenistan, a significant event occurred, believed by many to date back to 1971. Soviet engineers engaged in exploratory drilling for natural gas deposits reportedly encountered a pocket of gas beneath the surface. The ground beneath their drilling rig gave way, collapsing into a wide depression and swallowing the equipment. Fearing the release of potentially poisonous gases spreading from the newly formed cavity, the engineers supposedly decided to ignite the escaping methane. They anticipated the fire would consume the available fuel within a few weeks. However, the gas supply proved far more extensive than initially estimated, fueling flames that have persisted for over 50 years. Alternative accounts offer different timelines. Some local geologists propose the collapse happened earlier, perhaps in the 1960s, involving a natural gas cavern rather than a drilling accident, with the ignition only taking place in the 1980s. Regardless of the precise sequence, the result was a continuously burning subterranean gas field. The resulting feature measures approximately 70 meters, or 230 feet, across and descends about 30 meters, or nearly 100 feet. Within its depths, countless vents release methane gas, feeding the persistent flames. Over the decades following its formation, the site remained relatively obscure, known mainly within geological and industrial circles. Subsequently, following the dissolution of the Soviet Union and Turkmenistan gaining independence, awareness of the burning cavity grew. It gradually transformed from an industrial anomaly into an unintended point of interest. Its location in a remote part of the Karakum Desert, near the former village of Darvaza, added to its mystique. Early visitors had to be entirely self-reliant, navigating unmarked desert tracks and bringing all necessary provisions. During this period, the site acquired nicknames reflecting its dramatic nature, often referred to as the Gates of Hell or the Shining of Karakum. The constant combustion generates considerable warmth, strongly felt by anyone standing near the edge. In the year 2010, governmental attention turned towards the site. On April 20, 2010, President Gurbanguly Berdimuhamedow visited and expressed concern about the crater's potential impact on the development of adjacent natural gas fields. As events unfolded, tourism infrastructure began to develop. Permanent camps emerged, offering accommodation in traditional yurts or tents, along with meals and transport services, making visits more accessible. In 2013, the surrounding desert area was declared a nature reserve by the Turkmen government, potentially increasing the site's profile. That same year, explorer George Kuranes undertook a remarkable expedition. Sponsored by National Geographic, he became the first person known to have descended to the bottom of the burning crater. His objective was scientific, to collect soil samples for the Extreme Microbiome Project, searching for microorganisms capable of thriving in such a harsh, high-temperature environment. Kuranes required specialized gear for the descent, including a heat-resistant aluminized suit, a self-contained breathing apparatus, and robust Kevlar harnessing secured by multiple Technora ropes. He later described the interior as a coliseum of fire, noting the absence of smoke due to the clean burn of the gas and a constant roaring sound akin to a jet engine. By 2018, safety measures were enhanced. A fence was erected around the perimeter to manage visitor proximity to the edge, aiming to ensure safety while still allowing observation of the phenomenon. The site also served as a notable landmark during the Amalhazar automobile rally held that same year, highlighting its growing status. Concerns about the crater's environmental impact and resource wastage resurfaced. In January 2022, President Berdimuhamedow publicly announced renewed intentions to extinguish the fire. He cited negative effects on the environment and the health of people living nearby, as well as the loss of valuable natural gas resources that could otherwise be exported for economic benefit. A commission was tasked with finding a method to put out the flames. Despite these declarations and ongoing concerns, the Darvaza Gas Crater continues to burn, remaining a unique and widely recognized feature of Turkmenistan. The persistence of the Darvaza gas fire presents considerable technical challenges. Extinguishing a subterranean blaze fueled by an extensive natural gas field is complex and potentially very expensive, requiring specialized expertise and equipment. Methods previously used for similar incidents globally involved techniques like drilling relief wells to redirect gas flow or using high-volume explosives to smother flames, though the suitability of such methods for Darvaza remains debated. Since the formation of the Commission in early 2022, specific plans or timelines for extinguishing the flames have not been widely publicized or implemented. The crater continues its decades-long burn, a stark reminder of the potent energy reserves beneath the Karakum Desert. The region around Darvaza is known for its geological activity related to natural gas. Nearby, other related phenomena exist, including a crater filled with bubbling mud, located approximately 10 kilometers away from the main fiery pit. Another separate gas crater is also present in the vicinity, although it is not ignited. This second site emits a noticeable gas odor and is fenced off, generally not included in standard visitor itineraries. These features underscore the vastness of the subterranean gas deposits that characterize the area, the same deposits the Soviet engineers were likely attempting to assess or exploit back in the 1970s. The ongoing debate reflects competing priorities: the desire to cap a source of greenhouse gas emissions and wasted resources versus maintaining a unique geological spectacle that draws international attention and tourist revenue to Turkmenistan. As events continue to unfold, the Darvaza Gas Crater remains suspended between its origins as an industrial accident and its current status as an extraordinary landmark, its future still uncertain despite official pronouncements. The lack of accessible Soviet-era documentation continues to shroud its exact beginnings in some mystery. The continuous combustion releases significant quantities of methane, a potent greenhouse gas, contributing to atmospheric warming over the decades it has burned. While precise measurements of the gas volume consumed are difficult to obtain, the sheer scale and duration suggest a substantial environmental footprint. Furthermore, the gas represents a valuable natural resource for Turkmenistan, a country with some of the world's largest proven natural gas reserves. The uncaptured burning gas signifies a considerable economic loss, especially given global energy demands. Calculating the exact financial cost of this waste over 50-plus years is complex, but it undoubtedly represents millions, potentially billions, of dollars in lost revenue that could have been generated through extraction and export. Throughout the era of its existence, the Darvaza crater has occupied a peculiar space, an unintended consequence of resource exploration transforming into an emblem. It stands apart from purposefully constructed monuments or naturally occurring wonders like canyons or mountains. Its fame arose organically, driven by the sheer spectacle of the continuous fire in the vast emptiness of the desert. The narrative surrounding its creation, whether involving collapsed caverns or drilling mishaps, adds to its allure. Subsequently, the efforts to manage or extinguish it reflect the inherent tension between addressing an environmental and economic liability and preserving a site that has gained international recognition. As of now, the fire endures, a constant burning presence in the Karakum Desert, simultaneously a symbol of geological wealth past industrial activity, and an ongoing environmental challenge. Its story continues to evolve with each passing year it remains a light. The original village of Darvaza, which gave the site its name, reportedly ceased to exist in the early 2000s. Its inhabitants were relocated, part of broader development plans in the region, leaving the fiery crater even more isolated within the vast Karakum landscape. Regarding the scientific exploration in 2013, George Kuranis's mission successfully retrieved soil samples from the extreme environment at the crater's base. Subsequent analysis reportedly sought evidence of extremophile bacteria capable of metabolizing methane at high temperatures, contributing to understanding life's potential resilience in harsh conditions. During this period of increasing international awareness, the crater cemented its status as an anomaly. It is neither a pristine natural wonder nor a deliberately constructed monument, but an enduring legacy of industrial activity intersecting with powerful geological forces. Its transformation into a tourist destination occurred organically, driven by word of mouth and the dramatic accounts of those who witnessed the continuous subterranean fire firsthand. The raw, untamed nature of the site contributed significantly to its appeal. As events progressed, particularly through the 2010s, the crater became a fixture on Turkmenistan itineraries, often included alongside ancient Silk Road cities and other historical sites. The contrast between the ancient ruins and the relatively recent, industrial origin fire offered a unique juxtaposition. Despite periodic governmental discussions about extinguishing the blaze, dating back to at least 2010 and reiterated in 2022, the technical complexity and potential cost have seemingly prevented definitive action. The gates of hell continue to burn, fueled by the immense gas reserves below. The site remains a potent symbol of nature's power, unintended consequences, resource wealth, and the ongoing challenge of balancing environmental concerns with economic realities and touristic appeal. Its future chapter, whether involving extinguishment or continued burning, is yet to be written.